Welcome everyone. I am Dr. Deep. Today we will start teaching aptitude for UGC NET paper 1. In this segment, we will cover previous year questions paper from 2006 to 2014. In this segment, we will cover only the teaching aptitude of last 8 to 10 years. And this is how we are starting teaching aptitude. This is what we have in teaching aptitude, and this is what I bring teaching aptitude UGC NET paper 1 English literature all MCQ from 2006 to December 2014. In this we will see how different parts, question, answers are used. These are somewhere around 100 plus question. It might possible that 1 or 2 question could be wrong. So I apologize for them. If you find any mistake, please comment so that I can improve them. So here is the first question, which is from the year 2006 June. And the question is, which one of the following comprise teaching skill? And here are the 4 options: blackboard, writing, questioning, explaining, and all above. The very simple question, answer simply D. Second question from the same year, which of the following statement is most appropriate? Teachers can teach, teachers help can create in a student a desire to learn. Lecture method can be used for developing thinking. Teachers are born. We have to choose the most suitable answer from that, and out of these 4, the B option is most appropriate. So answer is B. This is a history based question, memory one. The first Indian chronicler of Indian history was 4 option: Megasthenes, Fahian, Yonsan, and Kalhan, and answer is D. Now the problem you will face that apart these first A, B, and C are foreigners. But the question is Indian history, Indian chronicle. So Indian is only Kalhan, so answer is D. 4th of the year same. Which of the following statements is correct? Syllabus is part of curriculum. Syllabus is an annexure to curriculum. Curriculum is the same in all educational institute affiliated to a particular university. Syllabus is not the same in all educational institution affiliated to a particular university. Out of this, the suitable answer is A, like it is not an annexure, and different universities, institutes of particular college or institute can have a different syllabus, and it is not the same. So these C and D are contradictory. So answer A is most suitable. Which of the 2 given options is of level of understanding? Define the noun. Define noun in your own words. And the question is tricky. Option A, 1 only. Option 2, only 2. C, both, and neither. And here only the second option is correct, because he is level of understanding. And when you are defining your words, then it is understanding. And now the year next December 2006, we know the paper is twice a year. So this is for the December segment. Which one of the following is not instructional material? Overhead projector, audio cassette, printed material, and transparency. So these A, B, and C we can touch also. So transparency is something we cannot define or dictate, and answer here is transparency. Which of the following statement is not correct? Lecture method can develop reasoning. Lecture method can develop knowledge. Lecture method is one-way process. During lecture method, students are passive. So is not correct, we have to show, and lecture method can develop reasoning. So it has nothing to do for reason. You need to communicate with one another. In that sense, that is not the correct one. Third question, the main objective of teaching at higher education level is to prepare a student to pass examination. Answer is no. To develop the capacity of take decisions. Could be. To give new information. No. To motivate students to ask questions during lecture sometime. So, but the most appropriate answer is B. Which one of the following is statement correct? Reliability ensure validity, validity ensure reliability. Reliability and validity are independent of each other. Reliability does not depend on objectivity. So if we check these statements, then reliability and validity are independent of each other. They are not dependent on one another. They are separate branches. Which one of the following indicates evaluation? Ram got 45 marks out of 200. Mohan got 38% in English. Syam got first division in final examination. All the above. So evaluation, everything is evaluated because in evaluation you are giving in the first fixed marks, a fixed percentage, and a division which is nearly 60 plus marks. So all are evaluation. This is June 2007, first in the 7 year. Teacher uses visual aids to make learning answer simple, more knowledgeable, quicker, and interesting. So although all are correct answer, but more appropriate answer is D. Teachers' role at higher educational level is to provide information to student, promote self-learning in student, encourage healthy competition, and help students to solve their personal problem. So provide information that is not. Encourage C option, healthy competition among students. It could be help student to solve their personal problem. No. So B and C are something we can confuse in between, but the most appropriate is answer B. Which one of the following teachers would you like the most? Punctual, having research aptitude, loving and having high idealistic philosophy, who often amuses a student. So punctuality, yes, it can be, but it is different. Having research aptitude, that is totally different. And the one is knowledgeable, inspire student to do research is the one who like the most. And so answer is B. Micro teaching is most effective for the student's teacher. Answer, during the practice teaching, after practice teaching, before the practice teaching, and none of the above. So the most effective is during the teaching. After practice teaching is useless, before the practice is of no use, or none of the above is not the option. So which is the least important factor? Punishing the students, maintaining discipline in the class, lecture impressive way, drawing sketches and diagrams to the blackboard. So punishment is the least because you cannot punish the student. If you punish, then it would not be that effective. That is December 2007, verbal guidance is least effective in the learning of aptitude, skills, attitudes, relationship. So verbal is in skills. Skill you have to work by your hands or mind. Which is the most important aspect of teachers' role in the learning? Development of insight into what constitute an adequate performance, development of insight into what constitute pitfall and dangers to be avoided, provision of encouragement and moral support, the provision of continuous diagnostic and remedial help. Out of this, answer is development of insight into what constitute an adequate performance. That is development of insight. Adequate performance, adequate complete. Most appropriate purpose of learning is personal adjustment, modification of behavior, social and political awareness, preparing oneself for employment. So personal adjustment can never be social and political, can never be oneself for employment, never. But the modification of behavior is totally different. Students who keep on asking questions in the class should be encouraged to find answer independently, advised to meet the teacher after the class, encouraged to continue questioning, advised not to disturb during the lecture. So this is a tricky question like you can ask even after the class. So Each option is correct, but the most important is the option A. Maximum participation of student is possible in teaching through discussion method, lecture method, audiovisual aids, textbook method. So discussion is something that you discuss with students, question answer series, and this is most important. Now, June 2008, teacher has been glorified by the phrase friend, philosopher, and guide because he has to play all vital roles in context of society. He transmits the high value of humanity to student. He is the great reformer of society. He is a great patriot. So answer, he transmit high value of humanity to students. Patriot, not important. Reformer of society cannot be. He has to play the vital roles that can confuse you, but answer is B. The most important cause of failure for teacher lies in the area of interpersonal relationship, lack of command over knowledge of the subject, verbal ability, strict handling of students. So answer is B. If he is lack of knowledge, he is useless. A teacher can establish rapport with the students by becoming a figure of authority, impressing students with knowledge, skill, playing the role of guide, becoming a friend to the students, and impressing students with the knowledge is here. Education is a powerful instrument of social transformation, personal, cultural, and above all, so simply above all is answer. A teacher's major contribution towards maximum self-realization of student is effected through constant fulfillment of students' needs, strict control of classroom activities, sensitivity to students' needs, goals and purposes, strict reinforcement of academic standard, and answer is C. Teachers. Now, December 2008, according to Swami Vivekananda, teacher's success depends on his renunciation of personal gain and service to others, his personal training and creativity, his concentration on his work and duties with the spirit of obedience to God, mastery of the subject, and capacity in controlling the students. So controlling can never be, and connection, obedience to God is not. Personal training and creativity can be, but the appropriate answer is A. Which of the following teacher will be liked the most? A teacher of high idealistic attitude, loving teacher who is disciplined and who often amuses his students. So disciplined and DC and D are not answer. Student can confuse between A and B, but the answer is B. Teacher's most important challenge is to make students to do their homework, to make teaching learning process enjoyable, to maintain discipline in the classroom, to prepare question paper. And the question paper, it is hard but not. So the answer is B. Value education stands for making a student healthy, making a student to get a job, inculcation of virtue, all-round development of personality. So answer is virtues and C. When a normal student behave in erratic manner in the class, you would pull up the students and then and there. Talk to the student after the class, ask the student to leave the class, ignore the student. So ignoring is not because he's creating a disturbance. So answer is B, you will ask after the class. Good evaluation of written material should not be based on written material should not be based on linguistic expression, logical presentation, ability to reproduce whatever is read, comprehension of subject. So comprehension is a wrong way. It should not. Attitude, concept, skills, and knowledge are product of learning, research, hereditary, and explanation. Answer is learning. Very simple question. Which among the following gives more freedom to the learners in interact, use of film, small group discussion, lectures by experts, viewing country-wide classroom program on TV? So group discussion is always the most important aspect. And which of the following is not product of learning? Attitude, concept, knowledge, maturation. So maturation. December 2009, university which telecasts interaction educational program through its own channel is. That is a different type of question. It is a higher education type of question, but it was part of that aptitude, and answer is D. Which of the following skills are needed for present day teacher to adjust effective Lee with the class room teaching. Answer, knowledge of technology, use of technology in learning, knowledge of students' need and content mastery. Here, before this, most of the time questions were very easy in one segment, but from here, the teaching aptitudes started to be a bit hard, and now we see the answer two answers are merged, one option A or B, option 2 and 3, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So in this sense, what we find the most effective is answer C, 2, 3, and 4. Knowledge of technology is not important here. Who has signed MOU for Teachers Education Institute? Again, a higher education type of question. So the pattern was changed during this time. So this is a change. And answer is B. The primary duty of teacher is to raise the intellectual standard of the student, improve the physical standard of the student, help all around development of the student, imbibe the value system in the students, and answer is C. Micro teaching is more effective during the preparation for teaching practice, during the teaching practice, during the teaching, after the teaching practice, always. So that is a repeated question. Answer is B. June 10. Which of the following is the most important quality of a teacher? Punctuality and sincerity, content mastery and reactive content mastery, and socialism. So answer is simple C, that punctuality and sincerity are not that important, although it is part, but it is not given much importance here. Content mastery, yes, it is, but that is also secondary. The content mastery, again with the reactive, is added. So that is the answer. The primary responsibility for the teacher's adjustment lie with the children, principal, teacher himself, and the community. And here, just adjust, he has to be adjust according to the principle. Doesn't mean the school principle. It is the principle that we have within ourselves. That is the principle. As per the NCTE norms, what should be the staff strength for the unit of 100 student at B.Ed level? That is more like a higher education. One teacher, 7 student, one teacher, 9 student, one teacher, 10 student, one teacher, 5 students. So for the B.Ed level, it is 10 at that time in June 10. And research has shown that most frequent symptom of nervous instability among the teachers is digestive upset, explosive behavior, fatigue, and worry. And answer is simply C, B, explosive behavior. Which of the following statement is correct? Syllabus is an annexure, curriculum is the same. So this question is again repeated, but the option C is different. So answer is here, includes both formal and informal education. December 10, is here. Some students in class exhibit great curiosity of learning. It may be because such are gifted, some from rich family, not artificial behavior, no creative discipline, no. So answer is A. The most important quality of a good teacher is sound knowledge of the subject matter. Yes, good communication skill could be a concern for the students. So yes, effective leadership qualities sometimes not important. So out of these A, B, C answer, we find the A is most appropriate. Which one of the following is appropriate in respect of teacher-student relationship? Very formal and intimate, limited to classroom only, cordial and respectful, indifferent. So most of the time when you find this option only, that is simply the extreme statement, and such is rarely the answer. So wherever you find this only type of thing, you can ignore it, as it is not that important. So answer is simply C. Sorry, C. Now, academic performance of the students can be improved if the parents are encouraged to supervise the work of their ward, arrange for extra tuition, remain unconcerned about, interact with teachers frequently. So B and C totally negative. So supervise their work is the most important part of. In a lively classroom situation, there is likely to be occasional roars of laughter, complete silence, frequent teacher-student dialogue, loud discussion among students. So definitely option C is there. You cannot roar, or complete silence is not important. Long discussion, loud discussion is also not. But if a parent approaches the teacher to do the some favor of his or ward in the examination, teacher should try to help him, ask him not to talk to those terms, refuse politely and firmly, ask him rudely to go away. So you have to take respect and give respect also. So you will refuse politely. Answer is C. So now June 2011, for maintaining an effective discipline in the class, the teacher should allow students to do what they like, deal with the students strictly, give the students some problems to solve, deal with them politely and firmly. Answer D. An effective teaching aid is one which is colorful and good looking, activities all faculties, activate all faculty, is visible to all students, easy to prepare and use. So answer is a very simple question. Though teachers are popular among students who develop intimacy with them, help them to solve their problem, award good grade, take classes on extra tuition fee. So tuition fee or good grades is not the option. So help them to solve their problems. The essence of an effective classroom environment is a variety of teaching aids, lively student-teacher interaction, pin drop silence, strict discipline. Again, a lively teacher-student discipline. This is the most repeated question, discussion, dialogue, and others. June 11th, on the first day of his class, if a teacher is asked by the student to introduce himself, he should ask them to meet after the class, tell them about himself in brief, ignore the demand and start teaching, scold the students. So scolding, ignoring is not good. So a brief introduction is enough. Moral value can be effectively inculcated among the students when the teacher frequently talk about value himself, practice, tell stories of great person, talk good and goddesses. If you will not practice, then everything is useless. By which of the following method the true evaluation of the student is possible? Evaluation at good end of the course, evaluation twice a year, continuous evaluation, formative evaluation. Answer is C. It should be continuous, not of 1 month, 2 month or whatever. So December 11th, suppose a student want to share his problem with a teacher and he visits the teacher's house for the purpose. The teacher should contact the student's parent and solve the problem, suggest him that he should never visit his house, suggest him to meet principal and solve the problem, extend reasonable help and boost his morale. So A, B, and C are ignoring or something like so. Answer D is most appropriate. December 11, again, when some students are deliberately attempting to disturb the discipline of the class by making mischief, what should be your role as a teacher? Expelling those students? No. Isolate those students? No. Reform the group with your authority? No. Give them opportunity for introspection and improve their behavior? Yes, this is the most appropriate answer. 46, December 11, which of the following belongs to a projected aid? This is very simple answer: blackboard, diorama, apidia, scope, and globe. A projected aid is that C option. A teacher is said to be fluent in asking question if he can ask a meaningful question, as many questions as possible, maximum number of questions in a fixed time, many meaningful question in a fixed time. So answer is only meaningful question is important. Which of the following qualities is most essential for a teacher? He should be a learned person, he should be well-dressed person, he should have patience, he should have an expert in subject. So patience is most important in a student. If you get an opportunity to teach a visually challenged student along with normal student, what type of treatment would you like to give him in the class? Not giving extra attention because majority may suffer. Take care of him sympathetically in the class. You will think that blindness is his destiny, hence you cannot do anything. Arrange a seat in front row and try to teach at a pace convenient to him. So answer is D. You have to take care of every student. You cannot ignore because of disability. June 12. Which one of the following is not characteristic of a good achievement test? Reliability, objectivity, ambiguity, validity. So ambiguity is not. Which one of the following doesn't belong to a projected aid? Again, this is repeated, but in a negative way. Earlier it was belong to projected aid. Here it is not projected, so blackboard. For a teacher, which of the following method would be correct for writing on the blackboard? Writing fast as clearly as possible, writing the manner first, and then asking students to read, asking a question to student, and then writing the answer as stated, writing the important points as clearly. So writing the important point is essential, and thereafter can be defined. A teacher can be successful if she is help student in becoming better student, impart subject knowledge to student, prepare student pass examination, prepare the subject matter in well organized way. The main aim of teacher is teach, so subject should be well organized. Dynamic approach to teaching means teaching should be forceful and effective, not teachers should be energetic and dynamic, should be, but old people can also do both. The topic of teaching should not be static but dynamic. Yeah, it can be the students should be required to learn through activity. Yeah, that is most important. So answer is this. For an effective and durable learning, learners should have ability to learn only, requisite level of motivation only, opportunities to learn only, desired level of ability and motivation. Here we have three only, and as we learned in the previous one, that when this only type of thing, that is extreme statement, and when such type of thing come, you have to avoid such type of thing. So answer we have is D. December 12, classroom communication must be teacher-centric, student-centric, general-centric, textbook-centric. So class is for the students, so everything should be student-centric. You cannot teach only one or two students, but to all. The best method of teaching is to impart information, ask students to read books, suggest good reference material, initiate a discussion and participation. So best method is always remain discussion. Interaction inside the classroom should generate argument, information, ideas, controversy. So controversy is not information. Yes, argument is also, but ideas are most important. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Give the message that punishment in the class should be banned. A corporal punishment is not acceptable. Undesirable behavior must be punished, and children should be beaten with rods. So undesirable behavior is here it means spare the rod and spoil the child. The type of communication that the teacher has in the classroom is termed as interpersonal, mass communication, group communication, face-to-face communication, and answer is group. The blackboard can be utilized best by a teacher for putting the matter of teaching in black and white, making the student attentive, writing the important and notable points, highlighting the teachers itself. So answer is C. So blackboard is several times used. Sometime it is for South Shiksha Abhiyan and so on. So that blackboard is most important part in it. Now June 13. Nowadays, the most effective mode of learning is self-study, face-to-face, e-learning, blended learning. So answer C and D both can be there. So this was wrong question at the time. So wrong question often comes. So both answers are correct. At the primary school stage, most of the teachers should be women because they can teach children better than men, basic content better than men. They are available on lower salary, can deal with children with love and affectionate. So answer is D, affectionate. Which one of the highest order of learning, chain learning, problem solving, stimulus response, conditioned, reflect learning? So answer is D. So these are very common thing. And June 13, a person can enjoy teaching as a profession when he has control over student, command respect from student, is more qualified than his colleague, is very close to higher authority. C and D not, has control over student, no, commands respect from answer. But the teacher must be resourceful and autocratic, resourceful and participative, resourceful and authoritative, resourceful and dominant. So answer is he should be participative, participate with the students and other. That is good quality. September 13, that was the time when UGC paper was cancelled for English, and hence extra exam was taken. Hence we have 3-time exam at that time. So this is September 13. Which one of the following is the best method of teaching? Lecture, discussion, demonstration, question, answer. So demonstration is the best method of teaching. Successful communication in classroom teaching is circular, reciprocal, directional, influential. Answer is reciprocal, because circular, directional, and influential are not that important. Which of the following type of evaluation accesses the learning process to provide continuous feedback to both teacher and student during instruction? Placement, formative, diagnostic, and summative. And answer is formative. So placement and diagnostic is not, and summative was not. So which one of the following is scaled down teaching situation? Macro, team, cooperative, and micro. So answer is micro. You have to teach on a smaller level. Class mean stand for complete literacy and studies in school, computer literate and students in school, computer literacy and studies in school, center for literacy. It is a simple term by the government of India that simply means computer literacy and studies in school. Option C is the answer. December 13, while delivering lecture, if there is some disturbance in the class, the teacher should be keep quiet for a while and then continue. Punish those causing disturbance, motivate to teach those causing disturbance, not bother what is happening in the class. So answer is C. Effective teaching is a function of teachers' satisfaction, teachers' honesty and commitment, teachers making students learn and understand, teachers' liking for professional excellence. So very easy, by the first look you could see answer C is the most effective. Most appropriate meaning of learning is acquisition of skills, modification of behavior, personal adjustment, inculcation of knowledge. So modification of behavior, this is I think third time we are seeing this question. Arrange the following teaching process in order. Relate the present knowledge with the previous one. Evaluation, retelling, formulating instructional objective, presentation of the instructional method. And answer is D. So fourth is first, and this way you can arrange it as according to you. Site, again, a term, Center for Integral Education and Technology, Center Institute for Engineering and Technology, Central Institute for Educational Technology, Center for Integrated Evaluation. So answer is C. If you know, you know. If you do not, don't. December 13, teachers' role in higher education: provide information to students, promote self-learning in students, encourage healthy competition among students, help students to solve their problem. So this is again third or fourth time the question is coming. Self-learning is the answer. Western School of Understanding was popularized by German social scientist, American philosopher, British academician, Italian political analyst. And answer is A. If you know, you know. June 14. Which one of the following is considered a sign of motivated teaching? Student asking question, maximum attendance of the student, pin drop silence, student taking notes. So asking question, that is interaction. This is again third or fourth time. Which one of the following is the best suited method of teaching? Lecture, discussion, demonstration, narration. Answer demonstration. It is, I think, second or third time the question is there. Dyslexia is associated with mental disorder, behavioral, reading disorder, writing disorder. And answer is reading. E-content generation for undergraduate course has been assigned by the Ministry of MHRD. Its name is now changed. Infobinet Consortium of Educational Communication, National Knowledge Commission, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Answer is B. Classroom communication is normally considered effective, cognitive, affective, subject, or selective. And answer is affective. December 14, maximum participation of students during teaching is possible through lecture, demonstration, inductive, textbook. Here is participation. It is not effective, but using the word participation, hence it is inductive method. Diagnostic evaluation ascertains students' performance at the beginning of the course, learning progress and failures during instruction, degrees of achievement of instruction at end, cause and remedies for persistent learning problem during instruction. And answer is simply D. Instructional aids are used by the teacher to glorify the class, attract the student, clarify the concept, ensure discipline. So clearing everything is important. So answer is C. Attitude of teacher that affects teaching pertains to affective domain, cognitive domain, quantitative domain, psychomotor domain. Answer is Simply A. So very easy question. Education is the manifestation of perfection already in man, was stated by. It is a term. If you know, you know. If you do not, don't know. Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekananda, and Sri Aurobindo. Answer is C. Quotation. Which one of the following is not prescribed in the level of teaching? Memory, understanding, reflective, differentiation. And differentiation is never prescribed. So this is what we have in this lecture. We cover from 2006 to 2014, and this is what we have. And this was the first part. In the second part, we will bring MCQ till 2020 or 2021, and thereafter till June 2025. And this is what we have. And this is the beginning. In the second segment, we will continue the same. And thereafter, we will bring research methodology and so on. So this is our part. And now I am Dr. Deepak, Assistant Professor, Mahatma Gandhi Central University, Motihari, Bihar. We will continue with you. So thank you. See you again in the second part. Take care. Goodbye.